What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and today we got some information from a TWAB of how Stasis is finally getting nerfed in PvP specifically. Again, this is still going to be effective in PvE. Seems like this nerf is solely targeted on the PvP part of it, and I am all for this because, again, PvP has been a very, very bad state because of Stasis, and we're going to break down some changes, including some other important information from this TWAB. But basically, the Stasis changes as follows. Stasis breakout damage reduced from 110 HP to 90 HP. They adjusted the curve that reduces breakout damage using resilience, increases the damage reduction effective resilience so that higher tiers of resilience are more valuable, caps out at 90 resilience. Prenumbral blast Stasis Warlock melee, projectile speeds reduced by 20%. Penumbral blast another Stasis Warlock melee range reduced, so it's now from 28 to now 16. Winter's Wrath Stasis Warlock Super, reduced duration from 30 seconds to 24 seconds. Again, another Winter's Wrath nerf. Stasis Warlock Super costs reduced by 5% per burst, 4.5 per burst now, and Code Speaker reduced by 23%. Adjusted against Guardians now, we have some adjustments for Guardians. The Cold Snap freeze duration has been lowered from 4.725 seconds to 1.35 seconds. Ice Flare Bolt's freeze duration is now from 4.75 seconds to 1.35 seconds. Penumbral Blast Stasis Warlock, again, this has been from 4.75 seconds to 1.35 seconds. And Winter's Wrath Heavy Attack, the Stasis Warlock Super, no longer affects players who are not encased. Again, this is honestly some very desired nerfs that we would want to say when it came to just the things in regards to, we wanted PvP to be in a much better state with Stasis, and I think this is definitely heading to the right direction. Now, whether or not this will fully, fix the issues that are going on, we gotta wait and see. But yeah, it's seemingly gonna be a more positive future for PvP regarding Stasis. Now, again, they go on to mention that they want this to be, a PvE still powerful as it is right now. They don't want to make sure they change things too much where it affects the PvE aspect of it. So I think they're making the right steps in regards to that. I think Stasis for PvE is phenomenal. It's fantastic. It's a great option for players to utilize. But in PvP, it is messing up the meta right now. We can't really get into full swing of things. Now, another important thing too is that the loot has been getting some tweaks, and in the November 24th hotfix, they're going to be changing up the loot pool. So basically, some of the things as highlighted, they're going to remove all legendary weapons that hit their infusion cap at the end of the season, and they're going to add all 7 Seraph weapons from season 10. I think this is honestly great. There's a few things, and people aren't being able to use the Warmind aspects of the Warlock mod and their armors, and I'm really someone who wants to get into that thing or that build for PvE. A lot of people have been utilizing it, and it's kind of sucks that we can't get those weapons anymore. And there's a lot of good weapons, including the 7 Seraph shotgun I still use. So again, we're going to be making videos talking about why I think that shotgun's still good. But yeah, it's going to be great to see that people are going to be able to get these weapons again, and I think there's some very, very powerful weapons. Now, they're going to add all season 11 seasonal and planetary reprisal weapons and weight drop chances. So the newer an item is, the more likely it is to drop. And they also went into detail how they have more changes to the loot coming, but they're not ready to talk about that in detail. But again, I think this is some of the important things that was talked about in this week's TWAB this week at Bungie, and we're heading into the right direction of balancing out some issues we're having as players, as community. I think the PvP thing is the biggest thing to take away, and the loot thing, I know people have some issues with getting loot that's already been sunsetted, but I think Bungie's kind of saw that. They made an error, and they're addressing it, which I think is good. And we got some more desirable weapons coming into the whirlpool that we can earn, and some definitely more desirable roles and more opportunities to get some really powerful weapons that are in this meta that we currently cannot get. So that being said, let me know what you guys think about these changes Bungie has done. Is it going to save the state of the game with some people? I know people having issues with the content. They're not really 100% about the loot, which I get. I know PvP for many people is in a very bad state. I'm excited to see that a lot of things are changing with Stasis up front. So let me know what you guys think about all these changes. Also, subscribe for more, videos regarding Destiny 2 Beyond Light, Call of Duty if that's also your thing. And be sure to like this video if you found it informative. With that being said, that's all I got for this one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.